Are you saying UNMIN is not working fairly from the verification to the present time?
By action, as I said, I don't want to question their integrity. I am a former UN civil servant also. I don't want to question their integrity. But by their action, I can say that it has helped the Maoist more than the government. And some of the recent actions has favored the Maoist action. As I said before, I still want to give benefit of doubt. Many of their actions I don't think was done deliberately. It could have been inadvertent. But the fact that it is not balanced, it looked biased, and it favored the other side.
But UNMIN is denied all your allegations.
No, they have every right to deny. Nobody, no institution will accept, will acknowledge, would admit their mistakes easily. I can understand that. They will defend their action. I know that.
What kind of role UNMIN should play in the current situation?
They should be fair, even-handed, impartial, and objective. They should not be seen, they should not be perceived as tilting towards one side. They must be proactive. I know UN has a limited mandate, and that is true also. They cannot impose their will, they cannot impose their decision. But even with regard to their terms of reference, the job they have been given, like the supervising the cantonments. You have seen in the cantonments, crimes were committed in the past. You have seen Ramhari Shrestha was murdered in the cantonment. And the alleged killers are still hiding in the cantonments. And there are also reports that some of the inmates in the cantonments came out and have committed, crimes. And there is no daily roll call in the cantonments by the UNMIN. So, question naturally arises that whether the supervision part, monitoring part, has been effective.
Armed integration is the main part of the ongoing peace process. How the parties should play or should move ahead?
There is a special committee where major political parties are represented. They have the ultimate say in the decision with regard to the integration and rehabilitation. The basic guidelines for rehabilitation and integration has already been laid down in the peace process. We should follow that. So we want to resolve this issue as early as possible. The country must be free of any type of arms, illegal arms. There is no place for illegally held arms in the country. And no parallel private army can remain in the country. As long as they remain, that is the source of conflict. That is the source of violence. So these things can go side by side. Constitution drafting is taking place even now. So the constitution making process cannot be obstructed. In fact, unless and until the arm issue is resolved, the constitution cannot be complete, because the peace process wouldn't be complete. Constitution making is the ultimate objective, but before that, the prior conditions is, the integration, rehabilitation process must be completed before that. Otherwise, the country will not be free from violence.
Thank you for your cooperation to provide us your valuable time. Thank you.
Thank you for watching the interview with Congress leader Dr. Mahat.
Nepalnews.com. News from Nepal as it happens.